Have you ever stopped to think about how incredible the human body is? This amazing biological system is not just a perfect machine, but also a masterpiece of natural engineering. In this video, we'll explore 100 astonishing facts that will make you see your body from a new perspective. Let's get started. Human bones are stronger than steel. A cubic centimeter of bone can support the weight of over 9 tons, which is more than many steel alloys. This happens because bones have a porous internal structure, similar to a honeycomb, which distributes weight very efficiently. So if you're feeling fragile, remember that your bones are true machines of resilience. The human heart could fill a pool with blood. Over a lifetime, the human heart pumps about 7.5 million liters of blood. To put that in perspective, you could fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool, though it wouldn't be a great place to swim. The heart works tirelessly, beating more than 100,000 times a day to keep the blood flowing. And imagine if it could talk. It would probably ask for a coffee break. Stomach acid can dissolve metal. The hydrochloric acid produced by the stomach is strong enough to dissolve metal, but fortunately, the stomach's lining regenerates quickly, or you'd be in a rather acidic situation. This acid is essential for breaking down food, especially proteins. There are more bacteria on your skin than people on Earth. The human body hosts trillions of bacteria, especially on the skin. It's estimated that there are about 39 trillion bacterial cells in your body, which far exceeds the approximately 8 billion people on the planet. The brain is more active while you sleep. Strangely, your brain is more active during sleep than when you're awake. While you sleep, it processes information, consolidates memory, and solves problems. It's like a busy night office. So if someone tells you that you're sleeping too much, just reply that you're working hard. You can live without many internal organs. It might seem incredible, but you can survive without a spleen, stomach, 75% of your liver, 80% of your intestines, 1 kidney, and 1 lung. And soul. The body has the extraordinary ability to adapt by redistributing the missing functions to other organs. Of course, it's better to keep everything, but it's reassuring to know that our body is so flexible. Your ears and nose never stop growing. While the rest of the body stops growing with age, your ears and nose continue to grow throughout your life. This happens because they are made of cartilage, which never stops growing. The pinky toe is crucial for balance. It might seem small and insignificant, but the pinky toe plays a crucial role in maintaining balance. The muscles and tendons surrounding it help stabilize the body while you walk or run. The human brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb. It produces about 20 watts of electricity, enough to light up a small bulb. This energy is generated by the connections between neurons, which send electrical signals for every thought, movement, or emotion. The skin is the largest organ in the human body. Covering an area of about 2 square meters, it is the largest organ in the human body. It functions as a protective barrier, regulates body temperature, and allows us to perceive the outside world through touch. The liver has over 500 functions. It's a true multitasker. Among its main functions are bile production, toxin removal, protein synthesis, and blood glucose regulation. The kidneys filter 180 liters of blood a day, removing waste and excess fluids. They are true body purifiers. Even though they produce only about 1.52 liters of urine, the work they do is immense. Fingernails grow faster than toenails. The explanation is simple. Hands are generally more active, which stimulates greater blood circulation and thus faster growth. Every tongue has a unique print. Just like fingerprints, every person's tongue has a unique imprint. The taste buds are distributed differently on each tongue, making your way of perceiving flavors entirely personal. So next time you don't like something, you can say it's your tongue's fault and not the dish. The human body has enough iron to create a nail. Although it's just a small amount, all the iron in the human body could be used to make a nail about 7 centimeters long, which is about 2.76 inches. This mineral is essential for transporting oxygen in the blood, thanks to the presence of hemoglobin. Human DNA is longer than you might imagine. If you could unravel all the DNA in a single cell of the human body, it would be about 2 meters long. Considering there are trillions of cells in the body, the total DNA could travel from Earth to the moon multiple times. Each hair grows for about 7 years before falling out. After this period, the hair falls out and a new one grows in its place. On average, we lose about 5,100 hairs a day, so don't worry if you find a few hairs on your pillow in the morning. Humans have the same number of vertebrae as a giraffe. Yes, you heard that right. Despite the giraffe's long neck, they also have 7 cervical vertebrae, just like us. Of course, their vertebrae are much larger, but the number is the same. Human eyes are incredibly sensitive to light and color. They can distinguish about 10 million different shades, though many of us can't name all those colors. Your small intestine is about 6 meters long, despite what the name might suggest. It's responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and works tirelessly every day. Your taste buds regenerate every 10 days or so, allowing you to continue enjoying flavors. This means that if you don't like something now, you might have to wait around 10 days, and you might end up liking it. Who knows? Maybe broccoli will grow on you in a week. Blood makes up about 7–8% of your body weight. This vital liquid transports oxygen and nutrients to all cells and removes waste. Your eyes remain the same size from birth, unlike your ears and nose, which continue to grow. Your brain has more connections than there are stars in the Milky Way. The human brain is extraordinarily complex, with about 86 billion neurons, each of which can have thousands of connections. The inner lining of your stomach renews itself every 3 to 4 days to protect you from the gastric acid that breaks down food. If it didn't, your stomach would digest itself. Your heartbeat synchronizes with the music you listen to. Slow, relaxing tracks tend to slow it down, while fast rhythms can speed it up. The human body is mostly made up of water, which is essential for all cellular functions. From temperature regulation to digestion, water is crucial for life. So always remember to drink enough, but don't overdo it. Your tongue is made up of 8 independent muscles that work in perfect harmony. Not only does it allow you to speak, but it's also essential for eating and swallowing. And if you're wondering, yes, it's also thanks to your tongue that you can make funny faces. This one will amaze you. Although the brain is the organ that processes pain, it doesn't have pain receptors itself. So technically, the brain can't feel pain. This is one reason why some brain surgeries can be performed without anesthesia. Human eyes can only see a small portion of the electromagnetic spectrum known as visible light. This means there are radio waves, infrared, and ultraviolet rays around us that we can't see. Women's hearts beat faster than men's. This is due to differences in heart size and overall physiology. Maybe that's also why it's said that women have more heart. The human body is composed of about 37 trillion cells, each performing specific and vital functions for our survival. If that seems like a huge number, you're right. Your cells work tirelessly to keep you alive. A baby's bones are more numerous than those of an adult. At birth, the human body has about 300 bones, but as we grow, some fuse together, reducing the number to 206 in adults. This fusion process helps strengthen the skeleton as the body matures. The liver is the only organ that can regenerate. Even if 75% of it is removed, it can return to its original size. It's like a biological machine that self-repairs. The muscles in your eyes are always moving. The muscles controlling your eyes are among the most active in the human body, with about 100,000 movements a day to focus on objects. The human body contains enough fat to produce 7 bars of soap. Although that doesn't sound particularly appetizing, fat is essential for storing energy, insulating the body, and protecting internal organs. The smallest bone in the human body is the stapes, a tiny bone located in the middle ear. It's about 2.5 millimeters long and plays a crucial role in sound transmission. Without the stapes, listening to your favorite song would be quite challenging. Your nose can remember about 50,000 different scents. Some smells can even evoke distant memories, transporting you back in time with just a sniff. Most household dust is made up of dead skin cells. If you're wondering where all that dust in your home comes from, a good portion consists of dead skin cells your body constantly sheds. So every time you dust, you're basically doing personal cleaning, albeit a bit unsettling. Fingers don't have muscles, but are moved by the muscles in the forearm and hand, connected by tendons. Essentially, fingers are puppets controlled by the nearest muscles. The brain uses about 20% of the body's energy, despite representing only 2% of the body weight. This makes it one of the most hungry organs. Heart cells can continue to beat even outside the body, as long as they are supplied with oxygen. This is because the heart has its own electrical system, making it almost autonomous. Humans are the only animals that cry due to emotions. While many animals produce tears to keep their eyes hydrated, only humans cry because of emotions. This is one of the most distinctive aspects of our species, and whether you admit it or not, we all cry sooner or later. Your gut has its own brain. The enteric nervous system, also known as the gut brain, consists of about 100 million neurons and regulates many digestive functions without you having to think about it. The brain takes about 20 minutes to register that you have eaten enough. This is one reason why you might feel too full if you eat too quickly. Take your time and enjoy your meal. Your stomach will thank you. Your left ear is more sensitive to musical sounds. Studies have shown that the left ear is generally more sensitive to musical sounds and emotions, while the right ear is more inclined towards language. So next time you listen to your favorite song, try tilting your head a little to the left for better audio quality. The heartbeat slows down when we hold our breath. Holding your breath activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which slows the heartbeat. This is a survival mechanism that helps us conserve oxygen in emergencies. Every second, about 25 million cells die in your body, but don't worry, they are promptly replaced by new cells. Your body is in a continuous state of renewal. The human brain can generate up to 50,000 thoughts a day. Some are profound, others not so much. But even if you can't remember them all, the brain is always active, a real thought machine. Your gut hosts about 1.5 kilos of bacteria known as the gut microbiota. These little allies help with digestion and even influence your mood and overall health. So the next time you think about the gut flora, imagine a real army of tiny helpers. We produce about a liter of saliva a day. Saliva not only keeps the mouth moist, but is essential for starting the digestion of carbohydrates. And if you find yourself salivating at the thought of delicious food, now you know it's thanks to this invisible river. By the way, over a lifetime, we produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. Your body contains enough phosphorus to make about 200 matches. Phosphorus is essential for bones and teeth, as well as for energy production. Your lungs can hold about 6 liters of air, even though we only use a small part of this capacity during normal breathing. So next time you take a deep breath, know that you're using just a fraction of your lungs' potential. Blood travels about 96,000 kilometers a day through the human body via veins and arteries. That's like circling the earth more than twice. It's incredible how much work the heart does without us even noticing. The speed of a sneeze can exceed 160 km/h. To put this speed in perspective, it's like kicking a soccer ball with all your might. This powerful jet of air helps clear the airways of irritants like dust and allergens, but it can also spread germs if we don't cover our mouths. The human body emits light, but it's invisible to the human eye. This is natural bioluminescence, a residue of our cellular energy. So technically, we're all a little bit shiny. The human brain is fattier than any other organ. With 60% fat, the brain is the fattest organ in the human body. But don't worry, this fat is essential for insulating nerve cells and facilitating signal transmission. Women have more pain receptors than men, which makes them potentially more sensitive to pain. However, it has been shown that women can tolerate chronic pain better. In short, a mix of sensitivity and superhero strength. The brain can hold 2.5 million gigabytes of information, equivalent to 300 years of high-definition video. Although we can't access all the information at once, our brain is a living library full of resources. Men burn calories faster than women, thanks to a higher muscle mass and a faster metabolism. Infants don't have developed kneecaps. They are made of cartilage and only ossify after 2 to 6 years. So when babies start crawling and walking, they do so without bone wheels. And yet they manage perfectly well. The strongest muscles in the body are the glutes. They are essential for maintaining posture and for walking, running, and jumping. An average human emits about 0.5 liters of gas a day, which is released through flatulence. Although it may seem embarrassing, it's a normal and healthy part of the digestive process. The human body can survive for up to 2 months without food, but only a few days without water. Water is crucial for all bodily functions, so make sure to drink enough every day. Bones are the primary calcium reserve in the human body, containing 99% of this essential mineral. Calcium is crucial for keeping bones strong and healthy, so make sure to eat enough calcium-rich foods. The nervous system can modulate pain, altering the intensity of perception based on psychological and physical factors. Red blood cells live for about 120 days before being replaced by new cells. Every day, the bone marrow produces millions of new red blood cells to maintain this vital cycle. Whenever you focus intensely, your brain temporarily blocks out external sounds, allowing you to concentrate better. It's a little mental trick that helps you ignore distractions and focus on what matters. Your body has about 2.5 million sweat glands that help regulate body temperature. So if you feel sweaty after a run or on a hot day, know that your body is just trying to keep you cool. The nose can detect a tiny temperature change of 0.5 degrees Celsius. So if you sense a change in the air, it's not just your imagination. Your nose has picked up on the slightest detail. People are genetically 99.9% identical to each other. Only 0.1% makes us unique, demonstrating how similar we are beneath the skin. Under ideal lighting conditions, the human eye can see clearly up to about 500 meters. It's like having built-in biological binoculars that let us observe the world from afar. The human body produces about 1 to 1.5 liters of mucus a day to keep the airways moist and trap foreign particles. Although it may seem annoying, mucus is a natural cleaning champion. The human body can produce a natural antidote to poison. This process is the basis of many vaccinations and treatments for poisoning, showing how the body has its own first aid kit. Hair and nails do not continue to grow after death, as often believed. The apparent growth is due to the dehydration of the skin and contraction of tissues. The palms of the hands and the soles of the feet do not have sebaceous glands. This helps keep the skin in these areas dry and resilient. Skin can absorb up to 60% of substances applied to it, like creams and lotions. So, when you use products on your skin, it's like your body is drinking part of what you put on it. The human body produces new blood cells every second, keeping the blood fresh and healthy. This continuous process ensures that blood cells are always ready to perform their vital functions. The large intestine can hold up to 10 liters of feces before evacuation occurs. This storage helps conserve water and salts before final expulsion. The body can be sensitive to extreme temperatures only after 30 minutes. When exposed to extreme temperatures, the human body may start to sense cold or heat only after about 30 minutes, thanks to adaptation and tolerance mechanisms. The reaction time is surprisingly long. Eye color is determined by a single protein called melanin. The amount and type of melanin present determine the final eye color, making each eye color unique. The body can adapt to altitude by modifying red blood cell production. When at high altitudes, the human body can adapt by producing more red blood cells to compensate for the lower oxygen availability. This is an example of how our body adapts to different environmental conditions. The brain can process about 20 million bits of information per second, making it one of the fastest and most powerful processors in the natural world. This makes it a biological supercomputer with extraordinary performance. Humans can sense sound vibrations even without ears. The human body can perceive sound vibrations through the skin and bones, even if the ears are damaged or not functioning properly. This allows us to detect sounds through other sensory pathways. Skin color can temporarily change due to stress. In stressful situations, the skin can take on a paler or redder color due to physiological reactions like the dilation or constriction of blood vessels. This change is a direct reflection of the emotional state. The human body can detect gravity thanks to crystals in the vestibular system. These crystals act as sensors for position and movement. Teeth are covered by the hardest enamel in the body. It is designed to withstand the pressure and daily wear of chewing, protecting the teeth from damage. The human body can produce enough energy to lift a small object like a pen. This demonstrates how efficient our body is in producing and using energy. Your body can predict weather changes. Some people experience joint pain or headaches in response to changes in atmospheric pressure, often anticipating storms or rain. The body can produce its own natural painkiller, endorphins. Endorphins are chemicals produced by the body that act as natural painkillers. They are released during physical exercise, laughter, or other positive stimuli, helping to reduce pain and improve mood. The human brain can recognize and respond to facial expressions in less than 200 milliseconds, demonstrating how quickly we process social and emotional signals. The human brain can process visual images faster than verbal information. This explains why images can be more powerful and memorable than words. The human body has a natural tendency to laugh when nervous. In situations of nervousness or embarrassment, it is common to laugh as an automatic response. This phenomenon is a social and psychological mechanism that helps manage anxiety and relax the atmosphere. The immune system can remember past infections through immune memory cells, allowing for a faster and more effective response if the body is exposed to the same pathogen again. Eye color can undergo minor changes with age, often due to variations in melanin levels or changes in environmental conditions. The human body can produce about 25,000 liters of sweat over a lifetime. Although sweat may seem annoying, it is a vital mechanism for regulating body temperature. The human brain has approximately 86 billion neurons, which are nerve cells responsible for transmitting impulses and information. Each neuron can form thousands of connections with other neurons, creating a complex and interconnected network. Hair grows faster in the summer than in the winter, probably due to increased exposure to sunlight and improved blood circulation. Our body produces about 25 million new cells every second to replace the old ones. In just one day, your body could generate enough cells to populate an entire city. The lungs have an enormous internal surface. If we could spread out the entire internal surface of the lungs, it would cover an area of about 70 square meters, roughly the size of a tennis court. An amazing feat of nature, compressed right inside our chest. That said, I hope this information has provided you with a deeper understanding of the wonders and complexities of the human body. Keep following us to discover more fascinating facts in upcoming videos. See you soon.